Yes.
Hello, my name is Earl, and I'm a paramedic, and I have one of the greatest EMS jobs in the world because I get to work here in the great mountains of Colorado. But as you can see by looking around me, the weather can be challenging. And one of the things that I've run across in my career is we have a trauma patient, and all the indications are for C-spine. So we're going to pull that cold backboard out of the ambulance, and we're going to expose that patient, and we're going to put them on that backboard. Now, I've had trouble with making patients hypothermic by doing that. We all know how we transfer heat, and the way we transfer heat in that scenario is we're laying the patient on a cold backboard, and they're transferring heat from their body to the backboard through conduction. So I have a regular backboard here that we just pulled out of the ambulance, and the temperature is a blazing 21 degrees with my little handy thermometer. So if I put my volunteer patient here, Scott, on that backboard, I'm pretty sure he's going to start shivering and get cold. So one of our goals is to not make people worse. So I started working on this problem. It's been bugging me for a while, and I found a product out there that seems to work pretty well. It's a foam. It's a closed cell foam, so it doesn't wick up any fluids. It's easily cleanable, and then we apply it to a backboard. I have one over here, and this foam has thermal properties. It thermal insulates the patient from the cold backboard. And it also has reflectivity, so it reflects the patient's heat back towards them. So after you lay somebody on this foam board, they actually feel like they're getting warmer. So we're going to get our volunteer to step over here. You see the temperature of the plastic part of that board is 19 degrees. So you want to step over here and lay down on that board.
Didn't show you.
So now, of course, this isn't a C-spine station. You all know how to do proper C-spine. So we're just for demo purposes of laying on this board. And we've exposed our patient at least down, even in this weather, we're going to at least get their outer clothing off. And we're going to lay them on that cold backboard. And I'm assuming that they're going to feel much colder. Scott, are you feeling cold on that foam?
Not at all. It is very warm.
What about your arm that's laying on the plastic part?
Yes, that's cold.
Okay, so we're getting a good insulation, and it's actually reflecting the patient's heat back to him, so we're not going to make him hypothermic. If I take the temperature down here by where he's laying, well, I can't really get a good spot unless we take him off of there. But I assume you're not getting colder laying there, right?
No, actually, that's the warmest part of me right now is what's in contact with the foam.
So you're getting cold from laying in the snow and not being covered up.
Snowed on and the breeze coming over me.
And of course, we would cover him up. It's easy to take care of the heat transfer on the top part of the patient because we can cover him up with blankets, get him in the ambulance, and keep him warmer. But it takes a long time for the cold to come out of that plastic backboard, and the only way that cold is going to come out of that backboard is by transferring the heat from the patient. So I think that you'll find this a useful product. It can work in all kinds of weather when it's cold out. It doesn't have to be that cold out. Even if you're keeping your ambulances in a station, you're probably keeping the station around 50 degrees. Well, 50 degree backboard is still going to make a patient cold if you put them on that backboard. If you're posting out in the weather and your backboards are even colder, it makes it worse. If you'd like some more information about this product, go to hotcots.com. Thank you for your time.
None of your.
It's almost like laying on an electric blanket.
It's almost like laying on an electric blanket. It's not instantly warm like an electric blanket is. If you lay it, it's already preheated. But within a few seconds, you can tell that heat's not leaving you right there. That part of you stays warm.